Hi everyone, it's Carrie, aka Nerdy Girl Creates, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday Rewind, and we're going to take a look at the Captain America 14-issue storyline that introduced the world to the Winter Soldier. Now, most of you who follow me on Twitter will know I'm a big fan of the Winter Soldier, aka Bucky Barnes, way before he made his appearance in the MCU, and this is the series that did that. Now, it is 14 issues, but it crosses over from the Out of Time storyline into the Winter Soldier storyline. And most of you who are familiar with the movie know that Winter Soldier was created by Hydra, but in the comics it was actually a Russian group. He's more closely connected to the Red Room, just like Black Widow was. The story is slightly different because Cap teams up with Sharon Carter and Nick Fury to investigate a bunch of deaths, and he crosses paths with some of his other villains, such as Crossbones and Red Skull. And the reveal with Bucky kinda is similar to like what you saw in the movie, where they're standing on a street after a battle and he realizes it is Bucky. The difference is in the comic, he was kind of given clues beforehand that it might have been Bucky, but he was in denial. And he starts to reminisce about his time with Bucky during the war. Also, remembers some events with Red Skull. And some allies also start to fall victim, like Jack Monroe Nomad, who once upon a time took the place of Bucky Barnes. This series was written by Ed Brubaker and art by Steve Epting. And it continues on into the Death of Captain America storyline, as well as the Winter Soldier's own storyline as Captain America, and then another solo series where he's just the Winter Soldier. I really like this story a lot because it is very much spy thriller with superpowers. One of the reasons I even like the solo movie. You also have the Cosmic Cube in this, which you've seen in the MCU as well, under another name, known as the Tesseract. Now, the Tesseract, or as in this case, the Cosmic Cube, does play a very big part in the story between Bucky and Cap. Also, you have Red Skull making his comeback here into the Marvel comic universe with a very devious plot that Winter Soldier plays a small part in. So what do I like this? It is definitely that spy thriller meets superpowers. The character himself has got this tragic backstory, so it's not like the typical villain. This is more of a case of a guy being taken away from everything he's known, had his mind wiped, had things done to him that physically he would not want done, and is turned into a weapon. I mean, he's not even treated as human most of the time. And you have his best friend, Steve, dealing with how to stop him without having to end him and how to bring him back. Kind of like I've said before, what you've seen in the movie. It is one of my favorite Captain America stories, and like I said, it's the reason I became a huge fan of the Winter Soldier character. It's kind of like I wish they'd kept those qualities with Winter Soldier in the MCU. They've been making a lot of changes with him lately, and I kind of feel like he's slowly taking more of a back seat to everybody else in the MCU, when I felt like he should have been more forefront than they're making him. The art in this is also kind of feels like it fits really well with a spy thriller type story. It's not very vibrant or over the top. You kind of get the sense of this darkness that's coming over Steve's life and leading into this horrific reveal. So yeah, the colors are very more muted, very more dark shadows over everything. Even with Red Skull's design, he's like really pronounced more with some shading of dark and really much more darker red coloring. I know that sounds weird, but it's kind of like, it just kind of sets the mood for what this kind of story is. You also have very much more details in the features, like trying to make it look more realistic than the usual kind of poppy kind of look at me, this can almost be like an animation, like an anime type style, but with more Americanized features. Overall, it's a high recommendation for me. I feel like this is one of those stories where it went back, trying to get into the past of Steve with dealing with the modern society he's still kind of adapting to. Also, the tragedy of what his friend's gone through. You have this character in the Winter Soldier who's just been a weapon for how many years, and as he starts to be brought back to being Bucky Barnes, it's kind of like this whole realization of like what he's done is like, I feel like it's more impactful than it has been really in the movies. I mean, they started to try to do something with that in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but then kind of abandoned it halfway through the series. It's also, you get a lot of shocking murders, you get a lot of revelations. It's highly recommended. And I know there's, like I said, 14 issues. It crosses over from the Out of Time storyline and goes straight into the Winter Soldier storyline. It also has, afterwards, if you want to continue, it connects into Civil War and also the death of Captain America. But I do recommend it. So tell me down below, have you read the Captain America Winter Soldier storyline? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you recommend it, or is there another story with Captain you prefer? Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification button so you know when I have a new video up. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.